Good evening, or should I say good night. It's about 10:40 on the East Coast, and I'm going to be talking about dreams tonight and also sharing about our summer course, the SEER'S Post, When Kings Dream. We're going to be talking about all of that and what I'm going to be sharing during our summer session. So, as you are coming in, don't forget to like the page, like the post, and do share. Like the page, like the post, and do share. We're talking about dreams tonight. And I'm going to give you 3 keys to prophetic dream interpretation, 3 keys to prophetic dream interpretation or dream interpretation for prophetic dreams. We're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to also talk about our summer sessions that are coming up. I decided to get on here and say, you know what, let's talk about our summer sessions, particularly the SEER one that I teach, which is coming up tomorrow night, or Tuesday night. So I'm going to share a little bit about that, and I think we are good to go, except for some reason I've got to see. I'm only live on a couple pages. Got to make sure that I've got to make sure that I'm live one more place. So let me do that and make sure that I'm live on my main page. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully it's on that page. If not, I need to share it for some reason. All right, I'm going to share. Let me find where I'm live so I can share this right now. It seems like I'm only live on one page. All right, bear with me. Let me share this to my main page. And we will go from there. There we go. All right. Ooh, I need to plug up my phone. All right, so tonight we are talking about dream interpretation. I think I finally got myself live on these other pages. And I think let's see, hopefully I shared it. I did share it. All right, cool. Let's talk about dream interpretation. So, okay, cool. Like the page, like the post, and do me a favor and share or tag somebody who you know is prophetic, tag somebody who you know wants to, has great supernatural dreams and maybe need to find out something, tag them. I think I'm not live on as many pages that I wanted to be live on, but nevertheless, that's okay. We'll still go forth and teach. So don't forget to like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. All right. So, one of the things that we get a lot, or a question I get all the time is, what's the key to dream interpretation or all of that kind of stuff? Or how come I can't understand my dreams? How come I can't remember my dreams? And there is a key. There are some keys to remembering your dreams. There are some keys to also interpreting your dreams as well. So I'm going to share that tonight and go for it. All right. So 3 keys to dream interpretation. And the first thing I'm going to say when it comes to dream interpretation, oh my goodness. Because all the time there are prophets and people who have these grand dreams and they think they're going to remember. They may remember, but they say, oh, you know what? I'm going to always remember this dream. I'm going to what have you. Then they wake up the next morning and say, oh my goodness, I forgot this dream, or what do I need to do about this dream so that I can remember it? And so I got that question so much, I wrote a book about it. And in writing the book, we still got answers, but people still want you to interpret their dreams. So we used to do that. I think I'm going to start a Discord group to interpret dreams. As you're coming in, don't forget to like the page, like the post. Tell me where you're coming in from as well. And again, we're talking about 3 keys to dream interpretation. 3 keys to dream interpretation. All right. So the very, very first one, folks, believe it or not, the first thing that you've got to do is document the details. No matter what you think that you're going to remember, you still need to document the details. All right. So number one, document the details. Why do I have to document the details? Because you never know when it might leave you. But the other thing you got to remember is dreams come from the heavenlies. Dreams come from the spirit realm. And so, a lot of times we wake up and that thing is powerful. And then we go take a shower, do whatever. And next thing you know, some of the dream is passing away. So the first thing I tell people, I don't care how great you think your memory is, document, and document those details. And now it's as simple as grabbing your phone, doing a voice dictation or what have you, but document your dreams. And if you want to ask me questions, this would be the time to do it. Years ago, I used to do Monday night prophetic mentorship. I was up. I needed to do a live today. I didn't get around to doing it. So that's why I'm here today. We're going to start doing some more lives probably on Monday night. So we call it Monday mentorship. But if you have a question about dreams, let me know. But again, the first thing that you've got to do is document your details. I don't care what people say. Document. Write it down. What's up, Prophet Tonka? All right. So you got to do that, because then the other thing that happens is when you write it down, it begins to jog your memory as well spiritually regarding potentially what else is there or what else you may be forgetting. Once you begin to write that down, God bless you, Charleston, once you begin to write that down, a lot of times then you begin to remember what you think you forgot, et cetera, et cetera. So it's so important to, again, write down your dreams, write down and document it. And when you document, be very detailed. A lot of times people send me dreams or they say, hey, can you interpret this? And I say, well, okay, tell me A, B, C, D. So if I'm in my blue car convertible, in the dream, I need to say, hey, she was driving around, her hair was up, or her hair was in a mohawk, her hair was in an afro, she was in her car, the convertible was down, she was driving towards the beach, and then all of a sudden, A, B, C, D, all right? You've got to be very detailed in that, because again, the interpretation is in the details, all right? Oh, that's a good one. You got to remember that. The interpretation is in the details. The interpretation is in the details. So that's why we say, number one, document the details, but be very specific about the details. If you're wearing clothing or somebody's wearing clothing, tell what they're wearing. Tell the color of the clothes, the color of the glasses, the color of the earrings, because you just never know what the details represent. All right. Tell when things are happening. Is it morning out? Is it nighttime? All of that. Document it, because the interpretation is in the details. Again, the interpretation is in the details. But the other thing that you want to do, again, because your dreams are received from the spiritual realm, the other thing that you want to make sure you do when it comes time to interpreting your dream is you want to also make sure that you pray and ponder. Yep. Again, it's happening in the spirit realm. So what do we need to do? We need to pray and ponder, especially if it seems like we're a little bit sketchy on the details. Then we want to pray and say, and as we're praying, we want to say, hey, God, please give me the interpretation or give me back the details. And you want to pray and prophetically ponder what was happening in the dream, but ask God to give it back to you. All right. If you forget a dream, just pray and say, hey, God, please give that back to me. But then even as you pray and you see symbolism in the dream, or you see different items in the dreams, you want to prophetically ponder that. Ponder prophetically so you can get a better understanding of why something is placed in a dream in a certain space, in a certain direction. All of those details matters. But again, you don't just document the details, but the other thing that you do, you've got to pray and ponder the thing. Ponder what's going on in the dream. Don't just say, I had a dream. It doesn't mean anything. or I had a dream, it means something, but I can't remember, or I don't get the interpretation, so I just walk away. No, pray about it. Communicate to God about it. Now, remember, dreams are one of the huge ways that God communicates to us. All right, you learn about that, especially if you get the Prophet's Dictionary by Dr. Paula Price. You recognize that dreams are one of God's communication tools. All right, that's how He communicates. He communicated back then, so why wouldn't He communicate now? To His servants, the prophets, in dreams, but to everyone in dreams. So don't take your dreams lightly, and don't, throw them away and act like they don't mean anything. So number one, we're going to document the details. Number two, we're going to pray and ponder about the dreams. And then number three, I'm just giving you the three simple little keys. All right. If you want more, you can go grab my book that's been out for a little while. There's a link in the description area, but you can definitely go grab the book to find out more. But number three, the other thing that we want to do as we are pondering our dreams now, guess what we want to do? We want to look at and discover the patterns, discover the prophetic patterns. Each one of you has a pattern a pattern or a way that God communicates to you. I call it God's love language. Within our dreams, He communicates to us in different ways. Within our dreams, He reveals patterns and symbols in there. And so whereas He may communicate to me in one way, in your dreams, He may communicate to you a different type of way. But the other thing that you have to understand is there's in dreams, there's lots of symbolism. There can be metaphorical happenings as well. And then, yes, there are some that are for today and very practical. But again, once you begin to look at your dreams, and you can begin to discover the patterns. And you may say, well, how do I discover the patterns? Well, if you document your dreams on a regular basis, guess what? You'll begin to see the patterns. When I document my dreams, or, I have a journal that I have tons of journals that I would put all my dreams in when I was first awakening, as a prophet and all of that kind of stuff. I would have a journal, and I would, put them in there. And then after a while, you would begin to see, or I would begin to see the patterns. And so what I'm telling you is there are patterns that you can see when you take the time to look at your dreams. All right. When you take the time to even study your dreams, you can say, oh my goodness, God, I was in my own vehicle this time, but I was in a larger vehicle the last time. I was not just in a vehicle. I was in a passenger van, or I was in a bus and I was the one driving. There's a difference between driving, and being a passenger. There's a difference, between sitting, standing, walking, all of those things. But again, begin to notice the patterns that God shows you in your dreams. All right. Because patterns matter. All right. So, those are, again, the three things, or, three keys to dream interpretation, just the basic things, because what I find is we get very, very, enamored with our dreams. We either are very enamored with our dreams, or we just kind of toss them to the side. But in that, what I want you to understand, if we take the time to learn and to talk to God, guess what? He's going to give us the interpretation, or there's going to be someone around you who can give you those three, the interpretation. But again, that's why I wrote a book. The book is in the description area. You can grab it. It's on Amazon. So again, the first thing we're going to do is document the details. The second thing we're going to do is pray and ponder. The third thing we're going to do is discover our patterns in the dreams. All right. And if you ever feel like your dream life is vanishing, or if you ever feel like, something is going on with your dream life, it is okay to ask God to give you your dreams again. Are you hearing me? It is okay to say, God, I would love for you to speak to me in my dreams. It's okay to do that and believe God for that. In the back of my book, I have a whole activation, dream activation kind of prayer and decree in there that you pray so that you can be a part of that and see that indeed God is one who, releases dreams and visions. All right. So the other thing that I want to do tonight, it's summer is here. I want to tell you a little bit about our summer classes that are coming up. We have our summer sessions. They're not just coming up, they're here. I'm going to play a sample from my class, the Seer's Post, When Kings Dream. Now you can see everything. We got all those 9 areas that we're hitting on. I hit on 2 of them last time. And so what I'm going to do right now is share a portion. I think I have a sample. I'm going to share a sample from the Seer's course that I'm teaching on in summer school. And tomorrow is lesson 2. All right. It's tomorrow. I'm going to say, I think it's at 8:00, but I'm going to play it right now. Let's see if I can get it to play. For they are found, and on whom is all the desires of Israel? Is it not on thee and on all thy father's house? All right. So the one thing that I want you to remember tonight, as we move forward, regardless of what you've been taught or told, is the most important thing and the number one thing that seers do, guess what, is see. All right? Seers see. And seers see all the time. All right? If you're taking notes, that's what you're right. You want to just write seers see all the time. Seers are also confident about what they see all the time. All right? Seers see all the time. Seers are confident about what they see all the time. I'm talking about seers right now, not talking about dreamers, talking about seers. Although some dreamers are, some seers, some dreamers are seers, but not all really have a depth of, seeing. All dreamers don't necessarily see at the level that we're going to be teaching about. All right. So seers dream, but all dreamers don't necessarily see. What? All right. Remember, if you have a question, that goes in the Q&A section, questions in the Q&A. And I'm not going to stop anytime to look at your hands raised until the end. So if you have something that you're confused about, or whatever, you can type it in the chat section if you need help, because somebody there can probably answer it as well. All right. So just letting you know, I am not answering hands right now. All right. So remember that seers see all the time. All right. And the reason I'm so familiar, we're going somewhere with this as well. Seers see all the time. Seers are confident in what they see. And from my perspective, seers are always having conversations with God. Seers tend to talk to God more so than the average person and the average prophet, because they are seeing. All right. Did that make sense? That was just a little snippet from our course that I'm teaching right now in summer school, called the Seer's Post. The Seer's Post, When Kings Dream. And so we're going to be talking about the seer's responsibility in the 21st century, the seer's post in the kingdom, the seer's post in the world, the seer's post in the church, the seer's post within a company of prophets, the misuse of the mantle, the underutilization of the mantle, and when to see and say versus when to see and stay silent. And of course, we have Q&A with that as well. But just wanted to take the time to share with you about our upcoming classes. And again, this one is already underway. All you have to do is click on the link above, and you can sign up to be in that second portion, or the second lesson of the class. It's a 4-week class, I believe. Yeah, it's a 4-week class. And so that's what's happening. Let me come back on screen. But we also have some other great classes that are taking place as well. Wrong one. Wrong. Like, where am I? There I am. We also have some other, let me do this one, the one for GICMP. We also have some other great classes coming up. Prophet Tanya and I were on last night. She's in Richmond. We have Prophets Arise, developing and cultivating the emerging yet seasoned prophetic voice. That's exciting, and it's going to be great. We're going to be teaching on identifying your prophetic call, partnering with God, finding your prophetic community, and nurturing your prophetic mantle. And then I'm also excited as well that Prophet Latanya Z. Smith is going to be with us teaching the marketplace entrepreneurs a ride and lead. We'll be talking about legislate, empower, access, dominion, innovation, invention, investment, industry. She just got done having her conference or marketplace seminar there in that Orlando area. And so she's joining us for our summer sessions as well. So we're excited about that. And again, I just decided to pop on. I've been planning to go live all day, although today is my day off. I still don't mind going live on my days off when I want to talk about something I want to talk about. So that's why I came on to talk to you a little bit about dreams, to give you just some tips on dream interpretation and share with you about our upcoming courses. Also, yesterday, we started a series at the chapel called Transition Strategies, and the message or the sermon series is Tricky Transition. So whatever page you're watching on right now, you can click and scroll up scroll down. Find the message. It's a powerful message, just a practical message, really, about what needs to happen in the midst of your transition so they can be healthy. Are not just about church transitions, but about all kinds of transitions. So that's what we taught on. All right. I believe that's it. I'm going to look to see if there are any questions. And if there are no questions, then we'll bring this to an end. But again, I just wanted to pop on and share with you. For those of you who don't know, I'm Apostle Dwann Holmes. I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm the founder of GICMP, the Global Institute of Church and Marketplace Prophets, and GPLJAX, which is the chapel of GICMP. And right now we are moving forth with our summer courses. Our summer courses are up and running. And so we have many different areas for the summer courses and different classes coming up. You can click on the link above and register and find out more about those summer courses and how you can get involved. All right. I believe that is it. God bless those of you who are watching from YouTube as well. Good to see you. And those of you here on our different pages of Facebook, don't forget to like the page, like the post, and do share. And then the other thing that I want to remind you about, for those of you who don't know, we meet in the mornings for prayer, Sundays through Wednesdays, 7 to 7:15 a.m. for Christian entrepreneurs. There's also a checklist up there that you can download. So I will look forward to seeing those of you who are going to join me in the morning for prayer at 7 a.m. Eastern. All right. 7 a.m. Eastern. All right. Have a great night. And thanks again for